the mud, what I'm made up. Strut down the hall, won't stop till I get enough.
Okay, so let's dive into this. We're looking at Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour today. It's massive, obviously.
Huge. Supporting the album that dropped last March, the one that got rave reviews. Yeah.
Right. NME gave it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Called it intimate, really focused on her vocals. And it had those country up-and-comers featured, too.
Exactly. And the tour itself, wow. Kicked off in Inglewood, California. It's like nearly 3 hours long.
Yeah, 36 songs. But beyond the music, there's this interesting little drama happening behind the scenes. With the visuals.
Ah, yes. The interlude footage. So initially there was this really striking piece. You had this giant animated Beyoncé.
And the full red cowboy hat and cape.
That's the one, striding through Vegas. And she walks right up to the Las Vegas Sphere, the big one.
A giant LED ball thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the animated baby picks it up, like holds the sphere.
Holds the actual sphere building?
Well, the animated version of it, she looks at it kind of curiously, gives it a little tap, and then just walks off stage holding this like miniature sphere. It was memorable.
Definitely sounds like it. But that's not what people are seeing now, is it?
No, it's gone. Replaced. Turns out Sphere Entertainment Group, the folks who own the actual sphere, they weren't too pleased.
Ah. Okay, so what was the issue? Did they send a letter or something?
They did. Billboard reported on it, a cease-and-desist letter. The main thing seems to be, well, they just weren't asked.
No permission.
Basically, yeah. Sphere Entertainment said they were never asked for their venue to be used like that in the shooting visuals.
Okay, that seems straightforward enough. Unauthorized use.
Right. But there was another layer to it, which is kind of interesting. They felt the visual was misleading.
Misleading how?
They argued that showing Beyoncé towering over the sphere, picking it up, it created, and I think this is the quote, significant speculation that Beyoncé will end her tour with a sphere residency.
Oh, okay. So people saw the visual and thought she's going to play the sphere.
Precisely. And you can kind of see why, right? It's this huge, iconic new venue. You see the biggest star in the world interacting with it.
You connect the dots, even if they're the wrong dots.
Exactly. The letter mentioned the unauthorized prominent appearance and manipulation of their venue. So it wasn't just a background shot, you know?
No, actively picking it up and walking off is pretty prominent, yeah. It does make you wonder about using landmarks like that.
It's tricky, isn't it? Especially now when a tour visual can go viral instantly. Brands like the Sphere are protective.
It makes sense. I mean, the Sphere is a pretty big deal. It only opened in 2023, right?
Yeah, just last year. And they've already had huge residencies. U2 launched it. Fish played there. The Eagles.
Good names. And they're building another one in Abu Dhabi, I heard.
That's the plan. So yeah, it's a global brand they're building, very focused on that unique visual experience. They'd want to control how it's represented.
Totally. Now, didn't Billboard also mention something about the CEO trying to get Beyoncé to play there before?
Yes. That adds another wrinkle. Apparently, James Dolan, he's the CEO of Sphere Entertainment, and MSG Entertainment had, previously tried to negotiate with Beyoncé's team about doing a show, or maybe a residency at the Sphere.
Oh, wow. So he wanted her there, but just not like this.
Seems like it, or at least not without an official deal and announcement. Using the image before anything was agreed probably didn't go down well.
Yeah, you can imagine. It's like the visual jumped the gun on potential negotiations, maybe even complicated them.
Could be. We don't know the details of those talks, but using the venue's image without permission, especially when you've been in talks, it's a bold move. Raises questions about, copyright and trademark, too.
All right. So the Sphere visual is out. What did they replace it with? Did they just cut the interlude?
No, they updated the footage. The Sphere is gone, and now the animated Beyoncé interacts with Allegiant Stadium.
Ah, the football stadium in Vegas.
That's the one.
Okay, and is there a connection there? Is she playing Allegiant?
Yes, exactly. That's where she's actually scheduled to perform in Vegas later this summer, July 25th and 26th.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense then, swapping an implied venue for the actual venue.
Much cleaner, right. No more speculation about the Sphere, just a direct nod to where the Vegas fans will actually see her. Pretty logical fix.
Definitely. So while this whole Sphere thing was happening, the tour's been rolling on. Any other big moments grabbing headlines?
Well, yeah, a couple of things. People were really talking about her bringing her daughter, Rumi, out on stage.
Oh, that's sweet. Fans love seeing those personal moments, don't they?
Absolutely. It adds a different dimension, kind of humanizes the whole massive spectacle.
Makes it feel a bit more intimate, even in a giant stadium.
Yeah. And then, on a totally different note, there was apparently a Death Grips interlude.
Wait, Death Grips? the experimental hip-hop group, in the middle of the Cowboy Carter tour.
That's what the report said. Quite a change of pace from the country vibes.
Whoa. That's unexpected. What do you make of that? Just keeping people guessing.
Could be. Maybe showing her range of influences, maybe just, a jolt of energy. It certainly got people talking, which might be the point. Challenges expectations.
Definitely does that. Keeps you on your toes. And this tour, it's just everywhere, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's a massive undertaking. All across the U.S., of course. Then Europe, the U.K.
Isn't she doing a residency at that football stadium in London?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, yeah. For a chunk of June. She's hitting places like Chicago this month, Paris in June, D.C. in July. It's a global affair.
So, wrapping this part up then.
Yeah.
Beyoncé used the Sphere visual. Sphere Entertainment wasn't having it. Sent to cease and desist.
Right. Lack of permission, plus the misleading residency speculation.
And boom, it gets replaced pretty quick with Allegiant Stadium.
The place she's actually playing in Vegas. Problem solved, visually at least.
It really does pull back the curtain a bit on these huge tours, doesn't it? Like you see the polished show, but behind it, there's all this legal stuff, permissions, negotiations.
Absolutely. Intellectual property, branding, messaging. It all has to be managed so carefully, especially when you're dealing with iconic landmarks and global superstars.
Yeah, you can't just decide, oh, let's put the Eiffel Tower in this shot without thinking it through.
Not on this scale, no. Every little detail in these interludes, these visuals, it's planned. Or, well, it should be planned to avoid situations like this.
It's a good reminder of that intersection between, the artistic vision and the hard realities of business and law.
Exactly. It shows how complex these productions are. It's not just about the music and the dancing.
So this whole visual switcheroo, it really makes you think, doesn't it? About all the layers involved in putting on a show like Cowboy Carter. What other unseen hurdles or last-minute changes might be happening constantly that we never even hear about?
That's the thing, isn't it? You see the seamless final product, but the journey there, probably full of moments just like this one. It's a fascinating glimpse behind the curtain.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.